Oh, we got a caution off the whistle. We got action before the first second is underway, and we're underway now. Riley Sturgill, yeah, she's in a shot right away and looking for a takedown. Sturgill dangerous when she gets onto the single. She's trying to finish trip and close to 2, but the knee has to hit. Supporting point has to go down, and there it is. There's the first takedown.
Great quick finish on that, right?
Looking for a turn, not gonna get it. Great job by Manno to avoid giving up the turn, but wow, quick strike.
She wasn't able to get above the knee, but she was able to elevate it and finish really quickly, right? Nice adjustment.
Yeah, absolutely, and just a 2-0 lead, and now Manno working from a 2-on-1. Now short offense. We'll see what Manno has, looking for maybe a head pinch position, see if she's able to convert this to points. Sturgill fighting it hard, and Manno taking her back towards the out of bounds. If they go out of bounds, it's probably going to be grounded, so no points there. Manno responds with some good action.
Yes, nice attempt by Bella to bring her up to her feet. Unfortunately, they did start grounded before they went out of bounds, and that's why the grounded call was made.
And as they come back to the center, you see Manno trying to kind of assert herself on the position. She's going back to this head pinch. She's really confident in this position. We'll see if she's able to convert this to points. Sturgill fighting hard so far, and Manno now running forward. Bringing her now up to her feet. Manno, it could be big, and they're going to call her for going across the throat. Just a verbal warning, no problem.
She's really committed to that head pinch. I want to see her put her hands right in the elbows in position, get some snaps going, and look for a goal behind.
Now
Nice
she's in
shot.
on a leg. Yeah, great shot. Sturgill defending with that sprawl, and Manno with her head kind of cut underneath. Now is going to try to come out the back door. She goes elbow trap. Was that 2 or 4? It was 2 on the exposure. And, oh, they called 2 red, 1 blue.
Nothing.
A little surprised.
Yeah, we're going to get a challenge from the blue.
Yeah, I thought that looked like Sturgill hooking the elbow and working backwards, and they're going to challenge that. Reese, what'd you see in that position?
Yeah, I mean, they were on their knees. I like the 2-point call there, right? And so that can be a little bit tricky in freestyle, is the 2 and the 4, and you have to pay attention to which wrestler is on their knee, right? It has to go feet to back, right? So even if it's a close call, if their knee is on the ground, it gets brought up a little bit, it's still probably going to be called 2 points.
I hope we're going to get another look at this on the broadcast, too, because one of those positions where, you know, Manno's corner thought she had the points, and if she does, it'll be a 2-2 lead for Manno on criteria, and now we're going to get another look at it. So you see Manno go up, and she hooks the elbow, and Manno takes her over. To me, this is 2 points for Manno. I don't see
100%, 100%. Completely initiated by Manno. I love how she grabbed the arm and just went with it. There was no hesitation there. She knew exactly what to do there. It was a confident move by her.
And the other thing I love is Manno's been, from short offense, working head pinch this whole match. Now all of a sudden, boom, stings her with a leg attack. We'll see what they roll. Okay, so a good challenge for Manno, and that gives her the lead on criteria 2-2. And the 14-year-old from New Jersey, Bella Manno, takes the lead.
I love it. She's still trying to go for that low single off the whistle.
Yeah, Sturgill is a
Great
fighter.
step.
Looking for a cradle now, maybe, is Manno coming out front. Sturgill trying to force the issue, and Manno threatens from that head pinch position again. And she's got a lot of pressure in there, does Manno. She's a lot more physical than you would expect from a 14-year-old, but looking for 2, and she's going to get it. Can Sturgill come out? She's going to, so it's going to be a 4-3 lead for Manno. And Sturgill, we've seen her threaten her parterre offense. We'll see if she can get to it here. Sturgill is tough on top.
She is. I like Sturgill had great elbow control. She was doing all the right things, but Manno is just so committed to that headlock there and was able to get it. Her persistence paid off.
Absolutely. And you know what? Little attention for hands to the face, but if you're Sturgill, you don't mind that. You don't mind showing off your physicality a little bit here in this match because it's going to be a dogfight. We're still in the first period. A little slide-by attempt there. Sturgill gets behind, and no point has hit yet. No supporting point.
You got to be patient in these positions. You know, if you rush it too much, they're going to...
2 offered, but white paddled. Manno went to the whizzer, and absolutely right about being patient. I think Sturgill gave up too soon on being around behind, trying to work for that finish, and Manno got to the whizzer. Sturgill's got to get this leg in on the left side. Not much time to work, 6 seconds to go. Sturgill trying to get this arm free. If she can limp arm and get out, she'll score. But that's going to be it. No points. It's 4-3 lead for Bella Manno. And You called it, Reese. It's that patience on trying to finish.
Yes, 100%. And great awareness by Manno, right? She knew the time. She knew she just needed to hang on, right? Grab that arm, clung onto it. I love the aggressiveness of both these girls, and the patience is going to be the biggest thing, right? A lot of these, they both have gone in on that outside single a couple times. You got to get above the knee. You have to control above the knee and the ankle, really lock that leg out. Because in a lot of these positions, like I said, if you rush them too quickly, these girls are going to, we're flexible, right? So turn in, bend another way, and next thing you know, you're either in a stalemate or you're getting taken down.
Yeah, no doubt. By the way, not sure if we mentioned yet, but this is a rematch. These two wrestled a while back. It was back in 2024 Women's Nationals, over a year and a half ago. And it was Manno getting the win there. But 6-5 bout, really close. And we're in another one-point match. Right now there's a shot from Sturgill. Manno into this head pinch position. We've seen her be effective from here before. Sturgill moves up to her feet, trying to improve the position, controlling that tricep. And now Sturgill in on that leg. Can she finish from this single head inside? And she goes up to a cradle. She had a pin in the Fargo finals from that cradle position. Sturgill dangerous from here. But now Manno into her whizzer, forcing this position, extending it, and Sturgill now attacking that second foot. Interesting adjustment. Sturgill trying to get the foot in. Two offered. This time it's confirmed. So now Sturgill takes the 5-4 lead on the strength of a takedown with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and they're going to come back to their feet.
Great timing by Sturgill. I mean, she felt the pressure, she felt that struck by coming, and dropped straight into a shot. Good stuff.
Yeah, incredible shot off the re-attack, and we're back underway. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. First match. We thought it was going to be good. It's been awesome. 2-on-1 now for Sturgill. Manno with head position. And a hand on the back of the head. There's a shot from Sturgill. Can't get to the leg.
She's going to need to clear her head if she's going to get to her offense here, right? Manno's doing a really good job. Just set that up really nicely, holding her head in position, right? You can't create offense from there.
Now she's back in short offense. We've seen her here in a lot of the match. This time, though, Manno trails and going to get a restart with 1:41 to go. We've seen both Manno and Sturgill score from Manno's short offense in that head pinch position, so really interesting. Feels like a 50-50 position when we get there, and I bet we're going to get there again.
Sturgill just really seems to be figuring it out. And as I say that, oh, pancake on her back, great hips. And the way that she turned in, she didn't just put them in, she actually turned her hips to the right and planted Manno on her back.
Great shot. I thought Manno took a really well-timed shot, but man, Sturgill, boom, adjusted. Caught her on her back for the 2-point exposure. It's now a 7-4 lead and 1:12 to go. I have a feeling Manno's not done attacking. She's going to try to work her way back into this match. Lot of energy spent by both wrestlers in this match. 2-on-1 now for Manno, but now this time it's Sturgill with head position. Now Manno gets to a single leg, a little bit extended.
Great defense by Sturgill, shoving that head down, getting her hips back. She can just sit here, move a little bit, let the time run out. You don't want the ref to bring you up right away.
Yeah, great adjustments, good sprawl. 44 seconds left in this match. If you're Manno, you got to be thinking takedown, maybe takedown to turn. You know?
Well, David, she does have a 4-point move. We've seen that head pinch. Oh, and she goes double leg.
Takedown, not yet. It was close.
Great
really close.
Continuation by Sturgill there.
Great action there from Sturgill. And Sturgill now close to her dangerous position. She's super long and able to get the cradle. She's close to it. She ended the Fargo finals with a fall with a cradle.
Her hands locked.
Got it locked. Now she's going to try to run this and take her to her back. She's got 18 seconds to work. Number one, Riley Sturgill, trying to maintain that number one ranking here late in the match. She's going to give up on the cradle, but not giving up on this victory with a 9-4 lead. 7 seconds to go. You got to imagine they're going to let her finish this match on top. Manno past the match. She's frustrated. It's Riley Sturgill maintaining that number one ranking, avenging her loss to Bella Manno. Reese, what'd you like in that one?
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that to start off the show, right? I just, like I said before, the aggressiveness and the patience, and it was smart wrestling. They weren't just coming out and overextending and
action underway. In the red out of California, Sophia Marie Gonzales. She's taking on Kayla Batres from Connecticut. East Coast, West Coast battle here, Reese. What do you think?
I like it. A lot of good early hand fighting. You know, Kayla looked really sharp in her Fargo finals. I'm looking to see if she'll come off that to continue her momentum.
Absolutely, and Gonzales wrestling here. Shot off the whistle. She's locked on the single. She's good from inside single, and now we're in a wizard seatbelt position. Batres with the whizzer. Looking like it might be a stalemate, but Gonzales trying to advance the position. Drops down to that ankle, and we're going to get a fresh start.
It's just a hard position, right? Sophia did everything right. Head up, was driving in, and Kayla's just really strong hips there. Didn't let her to go.
Absolutely, and one of the things I noticed about Batres, she's really tough defensively and a powerful wrestler. 110. There's a shot from Gonzales. Batres, hard sprawl. She's got good short offense as well, but Gonzales brings the action back up to their feet. It's going to be the first warning for passivity, and it's going to go against Batres.
Got to move her now. Post clubs.
Two hands on the wrist for Gonzales. Hard collar tie, physical, and she's in on a single leg below the knee. And Gonzales trying to climb up above the knee. Official watching that knee, and they're going to potentially dangerous there. You don't want these athletes to put themselves in a compromising position.
Of course not. When you're out there, you know, with the adrenaline, you can't really feel it. So,
shot Batres. Good hard defense there from Gonzales. Ooh, little wrist snap from Batres. That was nasty. She gets the takedown on the go behind, and tell you what, wrist snap, one of my favorite moves to see.
very well executed by Kayla.
Back up to their feet.
Sophia has taken 4 or 5 shots, but Kayla strikes first. That's the outcome of patience, tracking, right? Waiting. Your opportunity will come, right? The more shots you take doesn't mean that you'll always score, but another outside attempt by Sophia. She needs to shoot 2 hands to the leg. That's what I want to see from her. It's really difficult to only shoot with 1 hand. You're almost always going to be brought up in an overhook from your opponent.
Now Gonzales working from that collar tie and now to the elbow. 2 hands on the wrist for Batres, and she's trying to snap from the collar tie as well. We've already seen her work from the wrist, and there's a shot, Batres, and nice little peek out. Batres looking for the takedown, needs a supporting point to touch. She's looking for a trap down. If she gets the takedown, she's going to be in position to look for a turn. Looks like Gonzales kind of got the shoulder in position to defend, but now Batres now back in better position. She got the arm trapped to the body, and officials asking Gonzales to open. Batres with a trapped arm. Which way is she going to go with it? Gonzales defending, and they're going to come back to their feet. I'll tell you what, great takedown from Batres, but good job by Gonzales to avoid giving up points. You get a trapped arm, that could be a match ender.
Oh, absolutely. And sometimes it's about cutting your losses, right? Knowing when to give up the takedown and not set yourself up in a position to be a match finisher. So
quick go behind there from Batres, and she's on top. See if she looks for a turn, and all the momentum right now in Batres' corner, and she takes ground in the center. 25 seconds to go in this one. First period, already a 6-0 lead for Kayla Batres. Collar tie for Gonzales, but Batres with good head position. Kayla Batres wrestling out of Greens Farms Academy, and there's a shot. Batres gets to the ankle, not much time to finish, and that's time's gonna expire. We're gonna go back to the corners. Really impressive first period from Kayla Batres against a really, really tough Sophia Gonzales.
Yeah, Sophia definitely needs to look to slow the pace down, right? She came out firing, shot a lot. Slow it back down, find your wrist controls, set it up again, right? You know, like I said before, the more shots you take doesn't always increase your chances of scoring. Go back, set it up. She has a great shot. She needs to get 2 hands to those legs. And the counter offense has just been beautiful by Kayla so far.
No doubt. So if you're Gonzales, you got to be thinking about not just the shot, but now the response to the counter offense of Batres. We'll see if she can do that after 30 seconds in the corner, and action's underway, second period. Hard tie there from Gonzales. Hard shot, looking for the single leg, brings it up. Kind of cuts her losses like you were talking about. Doesn't keep, oh, she's looking for a little maybe pancake position. Batres tough with the whizzer, and now Batres gets around behind. Gonzales hasn't given anything up yet. And now that trapped arm position. Batres looking for 4. Is that going to be it? That's 4, and that's the match ender. What a way to end this match by Tech. Kayla Batres with a 4-pointer. Demonstrative win. 10-0 Tech. Incredible performance by the Connecticut native, Kayla Batres.
I'm really excited to take a look at these replays.
Action underway, 130 pounds in the red, Tiana McGowan in the black, Landry Von Gonten. McGowan from New Jersey, there's a shot, Von Gonten from Texas, and this is the first meeting between these two.
Yeah, and I'm excited for this one. You know, Laundrie has a great, no, she knows how to finish strong, especially on her outside single. And McGowan is able to find peace in the chaos in these really chaotic positions. She's very comfortable there.
Close to the edge, and how are they going to call this? 1 point for McGowan on the step out offered and confirmed. It was white paddled by one official, but confirmed by the other. So a 1-0 lead for McGowan. Slide by attempt, and Von Gonten looking for a shot. McGowan, good job defending. And little lat drop attempt. Von Gonten's around behind. No points yet. And Von Gonten, 4 offered, 4 confirmed. She had, I think, just enough exposure for that 4-pointer. It was close.
It was very close. And so far, all gas, no brakes for Laundrie. This is very exciting stuff.
Yeah, Landry, Von Gonten wrestling really well. And wrestling a veteran of who's number 1. Taina McGowan competed in this event a year ago. And Von Gonten not afraid of this stage so far. Slide by attempt there, Von Gonten.
She's been doing a really good job of going to her slide by straight into an attack, or going from, you know, a 2-on-1 wrist control straight into her attack and continuing with wrestling. And that's what you need to do to reach that next level. That is next level wrestling.
Absolutely. Mentioned McGowan has competed in this event before. Also part of a legacy family. Her brother also competed. Mark Anthony McGowan, and there's a shot. Von Gonten, she's in, and McGowan looking to go big. Von Gonten trying to catch her on her back, maybe looking for a fall, trying to force that head under, and looks to me like McGowan going to be out of trouble for the time being, but that's the second 4-point move of the match for Von Gonten. It's 8-1 halfway through this first period.
You got to appreciate these girls are going, right? You know, they're not afraid to take risks. They're not afraid to put on line. And that's what you want to see in shows like this, right? And in events like this. So, but also with the aspect of being smart, right? You know, you still are, there is a number 1 spot on the line, right? So finding that balance is important.
No doubt. And McGowan maybe needing a little bit of medical attention, and mentioned taking risks. And that last sequence was a risk that McGowan took, and you looked like maybe she wanted that high flyer.
Yeah, and that's smart, and that's fine, you know, and you're down by points. But again, we're still in the first period, right? So learning when, you know, to fight in that defensive position and when to take that risk, because there is a certain time in the match where that's necessary.
Absolutely. And first period, you know, maybe that's not the time, because we've seen it so often in freestyle. You get a takedown in a couple turns, all of a sudden, boom, you can erase a deficit pretty quickly. Back to action. Nice shot, Von Gonten. And McGowan defends. Glad to see McGowan able to continue. Minute 10 to go, first period. Von Gonten, to me, appears to have a size advantage. McGowan taking ground. She's got that underhook on the left side, and little drag attempt there from Von Gonten. If you're McGowan down by 7, what are you looking for here in the next 50 seconds?
Well, just a takedown, right? Let's just get a takedown first, and then we can really start to go to work. But you have to slowly chip away. We're still in the first period, right? But if you start to think of throws and pins too early on, it's going to go the other way.
Absolutely agree with that. Underhook, Von Gonten. She's got head position too. Now in on a single leg, in decent position. Von Gonten brings it up. McGowan, oh man, reached down, no exposure there, no points. White paddled. McGowan able to get to the leg and potentially defend this takedown. 15 seconds to go. Von Gonten looking for the ankle underneath, and McGowan going to try to just hold on for a stalemate. And oh, looking for 2 offered and confirmed. 10-1 right before the buzzer.
I love to see it, right? You don't see a whole lot of crotch lifts thrown at the high school, even college level, and you know this is great stuff, right? This is the position you're aware, because you have an advantage in that position. You can see everything, right? Your opponent, they have their head down, you know, their whole body's on the mat. They can't see anything. Take advantage of that position, right? And she didn't settle with a stalemate. She got 2 more points, and now she's 1 score away from finishing the match.
Yeah, honestly, you know, you mentioned for McGowan looking for a takedown at the end of the period, but even a stalemate there would have been better than Von Gonten getting that exposure. And if you're Von Gonten, 1 point, all the momentum, see how the second period plays out. Back to action, 9-point lead. Landry, Von Gonten. Shot. McGowan defends. Hard snap. Von Gonten taking ground. McGowan over-under position. You got to wonder if she's thinking big move again. Von Gonten putting pressure forward. McGowan. Oh, Von Gonten this time goes for a big move. Not sure why. McGowan gets 2. on the defense of that throw, and now all of a sudden it's 10-3. Got ourselves a match, Reese.
We do, and that's a hard position, right? And that just comes with maturity. You feel pressure and you think throw, right? We've been there, done that. I think any wrestler can tell you from experience that we've all made that mistake before, but that's exactly what McGowan needed to sort of flip the momentum. So let's see if she can make something out of this.
Little breathing room for McGowan, now going 2-on-1. There's a shot, McGowan, and Von Gonten good defensively and looking for the go behind. She's got to get this elbow free. If she does, she's going to rack up 2 more. 2 offered, white paddled, nothing yet. Now Von Gonten steps over that leg. McGowan, though, she can, man, I thought she might free that, go across the back, but no points. Great action. 2 minutes to go in this one.
She did a good job hanging onto that arm and circling out, use that as a safety net in that position, right?
We've seen some incredible comebacks over the history of Who's Number One. McGowan going to try to look for one here. It's a shot, Von Gonten. McGowan extends on the sprawl. And we may get a restart here. McGowan coming around behind. And now Von Gonten. Oh, now McGowan, good job forcing the head back to the center. With her seatbelt, McGowan looking for that near ankle. Von Gonten gets the takedown. Back to a 9-point lead, 12-3, minute 25 to go. Landry Von Gonten looking for a turn to end this match. They're going to come back to their feet.
Let's see, we got about a minute left. I think based on the pace that Von Gonten's put on this, I think she's going to be looking to get the finish here.
Yeah, and McGowan taking a little extra time to get back to the center. Sometimes a great idea to collect yourself before you come back to action, and back underway. Von Gonten, hard hand fight, looking for that slide by. Hard fakes, McGowan. Von Gonten, oh, nice shot, McGowan, head inside. Von Gonten trying to defend,
Yep, she has
McGowan.
to step that right leg up. It's really hard to build up on your knees in this position going against someone's hips. You got to step that right leg up, get your head into her chest.
Von Gonten, good job knowing she didn't need to score there, just hipped in, worked for the stalemate. Now 45 seconds left in the match. Shot, Von Gonten, big double leg. This could be the match ender. And it's going to be 4. Von Gonten now looking for the fall. She's close to it. Match is over either way, and it's going to be the tech. Landry Von Gonten, 16-3. What a performance. She throws the lasso celebration up.
I mean, from start to finish, she just wouldn't stop. I mean, I was a little bit worried at first, like this is a really fast pace to start off on, but clearly she knew what she was doing, right? The whole time for almost 6 minutes.
Your winner and number 2, no more.
Landry Von Gonten holds up the number. Action underway. 170 pounds in the red, Kaylee Manuel. And in the black, it's Autumn Elsbury. Manuel from Michigan, Elsbury from just about an hour down the road here in Iowa.
Manuel likes to go to that underhook throw by, so Autumn's going to have to be pretty aware of that. And on clear ties right away. Clear ties, get your angles.
Over
There
under
she is.
position here, and now underhook. And Manuel working from that underhook, looking for a snap down, now pressuring forward. And Elsbury able to pummel in, get the underhook of her own. And Manuel clears the underhook, looked for a leg. She's kind of testing it, seeing how far she can get in on that leg. And Elsbury, good defense. Now Manuel pulls her into the front headlock. Trying to work from short offense. Elsbury wrestling through it. Manuel gets to the leg. Really good and effective from these underhooks. Now around behind. What's going to happen here, Reese? She's looking for the takedown. She gets it. And you got a sense that Elsbury may be aware that there could be more than 2 points at stake, bailed out.
Of course, like we just talked about, cut your losses. Smart wrestling. Both these girls, I mean, that was like almost a minute of just straight back and forth continuation wrestling.
And you called it in the pre-match. Manuel really good from the underhook. She's got a variety of attacks and movements from in there. And we saw it already in the first minute. Manuel back to the underhook. Man, almost got around behind again.
That one looked like she kind of shucked it away a little bit. So when you throw that by, you want to take an immediate step towards that leg, right? Otherwise, that's going to happen. They're going to have that space to be able to circle out.
Especially with somebody as aware as Elsbury. And back to the underhook, gets to the leg, gets around behind. Another takedown. They're looking for a gut wrench. 2 and 2. One more for Manuel will be huge. 6-0 lead, and they're going to come back up to their feet.
You love to see that, right? Because that's the next level, takedown to turn, and that's what you're all you're going to hear in college wrestling. And if you go and make world teams, takedown to turn, right? That opens matches up, that wins matches.
And Manuel still was so much ahead of her, just at 16U Fargo champ this year. A lot of room to grow, but already so much promise, and love what she's doing from this underhook. Elsbury fighting that wrist. Minute to go in this first period, and underhook now again for Manuel. Elsbury head position, but Manuel taking ground. Manuel taking her towards the edge, throws it by, gets to the legs. There's another takedown.
That was beautiful. That was phenomenal. Just continuation, throw by, straight to the takedown. Shoulder pressure was perfect. She made that adjustment. I'm sure she felt it out there from the previous one where she kind of threw it away, threw it straight over, stepped right into it. Beautiful takedown.
I love how she stepped into it, got the feet involved after throwing it by, tripped Elsbury, and gave herself the almost 100% guarantee of the takedown. And now Manuel maybe looking for another takedown with 28 seconds to go in the first. If she gets another takedown, she's going to end this match. If you're Elsbury, you got to get to this break. You got to talk to those coaches and see what they want you to do to adjust.
Absolutely. See what is going to be, where's your offense at, right? Another throw by, beautiful. I mean, just unstoppable. And that is going to do it. 10-0, unstoppable underhook to a throw by. Great stuff. And
Kaylee Manuel, your #1 wrestler in the country, remains #1. Hand raise, first period tech on a stage as big as this. That's impressive, Reese.
it really is. She looks like she lives for the moment out there.
Especially considering coming up right now. Action underway, 115 pounds in the red. #1, Taylor Whiting. She's taking on Reagan Mathers in the black. This is one of the matches we called out in the pre-show that we're super excited to see. You said it was going to be a dogfight. Hard hand fight there from Mathers. Last year, it was Taylor Whiting getting a victory at who's #1. But Mathers took her out at Super 32 less than a month later. And this is the first time they've wrestled each other since then. Whiting looking for revenge. Mathers looking for the #1 spot.
Yeah, really smart wrestling there from Taylor. Elbow control, shut it down. And in those positions, usually the stalemates are what you're looking for. You know, either that or coming up to your feet using that elbow.
Whiting from just down the road in Wisconsin. Mathers coming here from Arizona. She's in on a single leg below the knee. Whizzer from Whiting. Whiting defending. Mathers trying to elevate this foot. Good defense there from Whiting. You can tell she's strong in that whizzer position.
Yeah, she's doing a good job, but as soon as you come to the waist, you're giving them the opportunity to bring that arm up, and it's going to be really difficult to get that back.
I mentioned Whiting from Wisconsin. Mathers from Arizona, part of a big crew here from Valiant Prep. What an incredible tradition they've established in the last decade. 3 wrestlers here on the women's side of who's #1 from Valiant Prep. That's incredible. Shot Whiting. And Mathers defends with the underhook. Whiting, though, continue to run and going to get at least 1 point on the step out. And there it is. A 1-0 lead. Whiting strikes first. Both wrestlers have attacked. It's Whiting with the point.
Yeah, great awareness there. You know, sometimes we get a little bit greedy and want 2 points. 1 point is 1 point, you know. Take the points that you can get.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that we've seen already tonight is there are some times where wrestlers try to win the entire match in one position. Just win the position. Shot. Mathers looking for the single leg. Whiting, we've seen her. She's tough defensively, and now into a chest wrap. Whiting thinking about a go behind, but Mathers pretty well clamped on that elbow.
I've seen that a lot these past couple matches. You know, I don't know if they're drilling that in the high school level, but very good front headlock defense from these girls with the elbow control, staying calm. Nice outside single there from Mathers. Even better defense, right? Stuff the head, get your hips over, get off the load, right? That we work a lot on that in college, is getting off the load on these shots.
Shot now Mathers, and she did a good job getting around out from underneath that weight of Whiting. Not dealing with the hip pressure, but still we've seen Whiting with a really tough whizzer, and the whizzer prevails again. 38 seconds to go, first period. Shot Whiting, that was slick. Wow, Great attack, quick finish. And in a match that's been defined by shots that have required a lot of work to finish, Whiting, super quick, great adjustment.
Yeah, absolutely. And she found how to use that pressure, right? Both of them, they've been meeting each other in the middle, pressure on pressure, and she did a great job with the release, using her elbow, and slick shot.
Shot there for Whiting. Mathers defends. This time, Mathers in her short offense position. Short time left, 8 seconds. And Mathers looking to finish. She's in on the single leg. She's close to it, but Whiting in quad pod. Great awareness. Whiting not giving up on that position. And Whiting's been incredibly stingy throughout this first 3 minutes.
Absolutely, and that's how you win the big matches, the important matches, right? Because when you get to a certain level, there's not a lot of difference in skill set. It's the small details. It's these types of positions, the 50-50 positions. Who wins those? Typically, that's who you're seeing wins these big-time matches, big-time tournaments.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. All these wrestlers know what to do. It's can you execute those finer points? And so far in this one, it's been Whiting. Coming back to the center now in our 5th match of the night. The last time these two wrestled, it was 6-5. Mathers with the win. And right now it's a 3-0 lead for Whiting.
Yeah, I love coming back on these 30 seconds breaks too, because you get to see the adjustments that are going to be made, what the coaches are told, and how well these girls can execute the game plan. And a nice counter offense by Whiting there. Took her leg back.
2 points offered. So far, no points going. Oh, there it is. 2 points on the board. And now
She's
Whiting
got a
with
lace.
the leg.
This is bad for Mathers.
First one, it's a 7-0 lead. Now 2 more would end it. Mathers defending. Whiting close to this one. And, wow. Mathers was not going over that second time.
No, she was not. She was going to lose a leg.
Man,
Even got tripped up
the
there.
official had to untangle him. That was crazy. Great defense there, and Mathers not going down without a fight. Down 7-0, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go, second period. Mathers taking a little ground here. Whiting now up into her stance. Now she's in on a shot that's looking like a quick finish. Mathers, though, in the best position she's been to defend, but now Whiting continue to improve. Mathers hooking that ankle. She's got the back hook on there. Can she stalemate this? Whiting continuing to look for the finish.
I mean, that's great on Mathers, right? Another great release of pressure, great timing, and Mathers was dead to right, turned it around, stuck with it, kept wrestling, and didn't give up the 2 points.
Yeah, you love what you see here. I mean, down 7-0, but she doesn't want to give up position. Now shot Whiting, head outside. Mathers now looking to defend. She's locked through the crotch, gets the exposure for 2, 7-2. Her first points of the match, minute 35 to go. Mathers going to look for another one, but now Whiting able to slip out. And this looks like a stalemate to me. We're going to come back to our feet, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But now Mathers looking for another turn. Could you get it? This is interesting. If Mathers steps over, she's going to get it. She steps over. There's the 2. 7-4. She's got the lace. Mathers fighting hard. Whiting trying to catch her on her back. 2
more.
It was 2 offered down. 2 confirmed. It's 7-6. Mathers is not going to want to let go of this position. Minute 5 to go. Whiting defending, and they're going to bring them back up. I thought that was going to be a stalemate. All of a sudden, it's 7-6.
This is why I love freestyle, right? You go from being almost dead to rights, right? 2 scores possibly. Now you're at 1 point away from being right back into this match and from taking the lead.
Man, we saw it earlier. Mathers could have given up when she was defending that leg lace. She didn't. She was down 7-0 at 7-6, minute to go. It's anyone's match.
Or like we talked about earlier, know when to cut your losses, but also know when not to give up too early, when to keep wrestling, when there's still a chance to put points up on the board.
44 seconds to go. It all comes down to this. Reese, Reagan, Mathers looks for a shot. Good angle on it. Gets up to that whizzer seatbelt position. We've seen Whiting really tough with the whizzer. Mathers going to have to try to figure something out. She's looking for that ankle. We'll see if she can step across or look for an exposure. 27 seconds to go. She don't want to end the match here. She's got to continue to improve. Now comes up to the head. Whiting defends well there. Mathers with the underhook. 18 seconds left. Whiting taking ground towards the edge. Whiting looking for a step out. Mathers needs to find an opening. 12 seconds to go. 10 now. What's going to happen? Can Mathers find her way to a leg?
Whiting's giving a lot of pressure.
Shot Mathers. Whiting stays in position. What a match from both wrestlers. Taylor Whiting, incredible action, up 7-0, but Mathers would not give up. In the end, it's Taylor Whiting. She avenges the loss to Mathers from Super 32. She maintains the #1 ranking, and now a two-time Who's Number One winner, Taylor Whiting. Incredible performance. But since that moment, she's announced herself as the #1 wrestler in the country, and here we go. We're underway in the red. Nora Akpan, but it's Riley Hanrahan with the slide by. She's around behind, looking for the takedown. She's going to get two, looking for a gut wrench. A turn will be big here for Hanrahan. Akpan defending. And now Akpan going down to the lace. She was up there working on a gut, and now elevates the leg. And
I mean, great start by Riley, but also a way to compose herself, right? Nora could have gotten a little bit more flustered than that and given up more points, but she composed herself, stayed strong, didn't give up more. Right now, I think she'll be ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And Riley Hanrahan, really impressive year. She was in the finals of the U17 World Team Trials. And Akpan, oh, nice shot. Hanrahan on the offense again. Now comes up to the body. She's got the body lock and look for four. Big four-pointer there for Riley Hanrahan. Incredible. Biggest move of the night so far,
Biggest
Reese.
move of the night. We've seen some attempts. We've seen a lot of people go for four. Open Nora turns it back around.
Akpan trying to hook this head. She's trying to settle in for the fall. And what's the point there? 1 point blue. I missed something, Reese.
I'm not sure why we're getting brought up.
It was ruled 1 point blue. I don't know if there was an illegal move. I don't know what
I think they might have called potentially dangerous on that, on Riley. I think with her shoulder, with her elbow.
Risk there was the call. So 7-0 lead. Now Hanrahan in on another shot, trying to defend. Akpan with the whizzer. And Hanrahan comes up to her feet. Akpan now looking for a go behind her own. She gets her first takedown of the match. It's 7-2.
Great continuation. She stayed on it. She got her foot down. That's what you have to do in those positions. Make your leg heavy and slowly bring it down. She's got a chicken wing in. Gets it to her back. That's going to be another 2 points. And just like that, she's back in it.
7-4. And she's got that arm bar again, trying to run it over. She's got the wrist on the opposite side. The shoulder flexibility of Hanrahan, super impressive. But Akpan not giving up. She's looking for it. Can she settle in for a fall? This would be incredible. Down 7-0. Akpan trying to end it. A minute to go. And that's going to be potentially dangerous. Yes. 7-6. Wow, 13 points, Reese, in 2 minutes.
Great stuff. I mean, my goodness, this whole card has been amazing so far. And usually in that position, you can't bring your arm up as soon as you elevate it. It gets a dangerous position. Riley on another outside single. Nora, much more prepared for it this time, is able to square and face.
Akpan looking for the go behind. Hanrahan, though, great defense. Close to 2. Akpan gives up on that back hook of the leg, and now it's 9-6. Hanrahan extends her lead. 35 seconds to go. Hanrahan with a gut wrench. She's got it pretty tight down there, but Akpan seems like she's in good position. They're going to stalemate, bring it up. 28 seconds to go. Both of these wrestlers, every time they come back to their feet, they look completely poised.
Yeah, right? And after coming up from a chaotic, I mean, we're still in the first period, right? We still have 3 more minutes of this to go, hopefully.
15 points on the board, 15 seconds to go in the first period. 2-on-1 for Akpan. Hanrahan, good head position, hard snap. Akpan, Hanrahan gets to a leg, short time, and Akpan looks content to ride this out to the break. It's a 9-6 match. This is the second match in a row, Reese, where we've had a 7-0 lead, and then the opposing wrestler scores 6 straight points.
And you love to see it, right? You love to see that grit. And, I mean, these are the matches, these are the types of things that are going to continue to grow women's wrestling, right, and continue to grow the sport. We can see more athleticism, more speed, more talent, more skills, more dedication, all that stuff. These are the types of matches that are going to really grow this sport. So I applaud all these girls that are out here today because they are doing a big service to women's wrestling right now.
Absolutely. The level of women's wrestling just gets better every single year, and you're seeing it here with the action. Second period underway. Hanrahan in the black. She leads 9-6 over #1 Nora Akpan, and Hanrahan wanting to avenge this loss from the Fargo semifinals. Akpan snaps her down, and Akpan looking to throw her by. Pancake arm spin. Hanrahan, can she come out for 2? And Hanrahan gets around behind. No points yet, though. Close to the edge, and looking for 4. was Hanrahan. 2 offered, 2 confirmed. Will it be 2 more? It is going to be 2 more. And now Hanrahan trying to settle in for a fall. She's got a deep half. Half Nelson. Akpan showing off her shoulder flexibility. We saw Hanrahan's flexibility earlier. Akpan going to belly back down. And now it's 13-6.
Yes, in both these positions, both these girls now have had each other on their back. You have to be patient there. You get really excited. You can see the finish line. It's almost there. I can finish this match. Stay patient and slowly adjust. As soon as you take that one big step, it could ruin it.
Akpan ditches the headgear for the remaining 2.5 minutes of the match. And now she goes big. She's looking for a body lock. And did she take her over? 4 red. But now Hanrahan going to get 2 of her own. And she's trying to get a fall on the edge. Akpan got to be aware her head close to the out of bounds. If Hanrahan can settle in, she's going to end this right here. It's getting close. It's getting tight. And Akpan's got to get her belly back down. Hanrahan fighting hard on that half Nelson. Not going to get it. They're going to come back to their feet. It's 25 points on the board, 15-10.
I mean, they're just going at it. I mean, Nora on that one just straight up ran almost like a football tackle. And at the last second, Riley was able to flip it around.
Man, 4 points there for Akpan was big. But Hanrahan, great adjustment. It's 15-10, and the pace is not slowing here with 1:45 to go.
No, I mean, like you said, we have 25 points on the board, and they don't even really look that withered.
Unbelievable. 2-on-1 for Akpan. Hanrahan kind of underneath, controlling that elbow. Stalemate, 90 seconds left.
And Nora's coach calling to push the pace.
Hard tie for Akpan. Hanrahan kind of clamping down, slowing things down maybe just a little bit. Now shot. Hanrahan in on that leg. She's trying to elevate and finish. Comes up to the head. She's going to get at least 1 and just 1. 16-10 and a caution and 1 offered. Caution and 1 confirmed. And the call there is that Akpan not working hard enough to stay in bounds and avoiding action. And so it's going to be 17-10. And that's a big lead for Hanrahan. Last time she had a 7-point lead, though, Akpan scored 6 in a row.
To be fair, yeah. So I think it was with less than a minute, so still possible here.
Akpan continuing to move forward on the collar tie. Wrist control, now an underhook for Akpan.
Definitely going to need to see an attack from Nora soon. Time is ticking, 40 seconds left. She needs multiple scores.
Shot Akpan, she's in, extended, now building up. Head in between. Hanrahan trying to defend, blocking that ankle. Kind of threatens with that potential belly whizzer roll. And going to get a stalemate, 26 seconds to go, 17-10. And this is the first time that these wrestlers have taken a second to breathe. Akpan moving forward. She's got to find something big, a transition from a takedown to turn. 23 to go.
Now it looks like it's going to have to be a big throw to her back. She's going to have to get a pin. Great job by Riley, tying her up, staying in position.
Controlling that wrist, and now go behind. Not much time to work, though. It's going to be 17-12. What a match.
Ladies and gentlemen.
29 points on the board. And Riley Hanrahan takes over the #1 spot, avenges her Fargo semifinal loss to Nora Akpan.
No
What a
longer
win for the
number
Wisconsin
2.
native.
Your winner at
And applaud
140.
both of these girls for leaving it quite literally all out there. We love to see those types of matches.
Another really fun match, 155 pounds. And here we go, action underway in the red. It's #1, Ella Palillo, and she's taking on #2, Janiyah Johnson. Johnson returning to who's #1. She had a big win here last year.
Both these girls are really patient and like the wrist control, so I'm going to be interested to see who takes that first wrist, that first attack, and creates the first opening for a score.
Yeah, these two haven't met since Super 32 a year ago. It was Palillo getting the win that time, but you know Janiyah Johnson's made adjustments, and there's that shot from Palillo. Johnson, good defense. Now we're in a whizzer seatbelt position. Seatbelt for Johnson, whizzer Palillo. Johnson elevating, bringing that single leg up. And Palo still defending. Now brings the action back down to the mat. Leg is trapped there. Palo's got to get that thing free. And no points. Good action, no points 50 seconds in.
And sometimes those positions are wins too, right? Even if you're not scoring points or points aren't being on the board, you know, instead of rushing it and giving up the 2 points, it's still a win.
Yeah, great point. And that's going to be a passivity warning against Johnson. I think that's only the second passivity we've seen in this entire event.
I think so, yeah. No one has been put on the clock yet. I think we've just been given warnings.
So many points, so much action. #1 spot on the line, and these athletes want it.
And you gotta love when the refs don't need to get involved, when the wrestlers do the actions, when the wrestlers determine the outcome.
Couldn't agree more. This one a little more calculated. And there's a shot. Johnson, head under the knee. Going to make it a little bit tough for Palo to finish this crotch lift. But now she gets it. Changes position, and that's going to be 2-0 for Palo. And she's got a leg lace locked up. Can she hit it? She's a little slow to work for the turn. Now brings the leg inside the knee. And interesting adjustment, comes up to her feet, loses the leg lace.
Yeah, that was interesting. It seemed like she had it. All she needed to do was just drive forward. You know, and the leg lace is interesting. You just need, you know, the 2 ankles or 2 knees wrapped together, and you can go with it. You know, sometimes we overthink and don't know if we have it enough. Just pressure forward and roll.
Absolutely. Minute to go here. It's a 2-0 lead, Palo, and it was a great adjustment there in that crotch lock that allowed her to score those opening 2 points of the bout. Hard hand fight here from Palo.
And you got to imagine Johnson knew she was going to get put on that clock, knew that she had to score there, so maybe that's why the hips came up, kind of put herself in that position because she was really working for that takedown.
Shot Palo towards the edge, and it looks like a step out to me. 2 red offered, 1 offered, and just going to be 1 on the step out confirmed. It's going to be a 3-0 lead, Palo. 32 seconds to go, but she figured something out there in the hand fight and got really good momentum.
Absolutely.
Collar tie, Palo, and now
Great
into short
down.
offense. Oh, looking for that little neck wrench, and maybe ill-advised. Is Johnson able to come out the back door, get the takedown, makes it 3-2 as we're heading into the break.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad move, but you don't need it, right? And especially with time like this, not ideal to give up two points just before the break.
Yeah. Good first period so far. Here's another look at that takedown from Johnson. Looking for that chin whip and just not quite all the way locked up.
No, and it wasn't even really there, you know. I don't even think there was anything to force and stuff. But again, you get in these positions, you know, you have the lead, you have the momentum, you want to keep scoring, score more points. So that happens sometimes.
Tell you what, 1-point match headed into the second period. I'm really excited to see how this one plays out. So far, number 1, Palo with the lead. She had the win a year ago. Hard hand fight. Now looking for short offense. Nice adjustment. Looks for the shot, but Johnson defends. Looking for the go behind. Palo blocking the leg as Johnson's coming around behind.
And it looks like Palilo's cut on her forehead.
Johnson with the foot.
I'm not sure how that happened.
And we're going to have a little bit of blood time.
Maybe she hit a knee. She did take a pretty hard shot.
Yeah, decent little gash. We may have a head wrap here. We'll see. See what they have to do to solve this problem.
Palo was doing a great job staying on that head. She did a really good job pressuring forward, waiting until Johnson pressured back, and has been scoring a lot from that, or getting into good position from that snap down. Taking a look at it. Doesn't look like it was that headbutt. She takes the shot here. Maybe it was that head, but it didn't really look like her head hit the knee.
Yeah, this has been a really hard-fought match. Every single bout, or excuse me, every single position really, really well defended by both wrestlers. All right, back underway. No head wrap so far.
No head wrap. Thought we were going to get it.
2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this second period. Johnson still trails by a point. Nice shot, adjustment to the leg, and now back to that leg lace. And can Palo get this thing to go? She was a little hesitant to rip it last time, and again, maybe a position she's still kind of developing. 5-2 now, gut wrench.
Love the way she came up on that position. Not only did she wrestle through, but the way she came up, she used her head, used her chest. That's how you finish, you know, those tough takedowns.
No doubt, and great job from Palo adjusting from that snap short offense into the shot. It's a high-level transition, and see if she looks for it again. Janiyah Johnson's corner asking her to open up. I want to see a little bit more offense from her, and there's a hard snap again from Palo. We've seen her be effective with that snap.
I want to see if Johnson can use those snaps right. You know you're going to get snaps, so can you bait her? Can you wait for her to go to that snap down and take a shot? There's she gets in.
Shot, oh, now goes head under the knee, and Palo may look to lock through the crotch and defend, and she's got both feet on the mat. She's in decent position to score here. Johnson going to try to elevate, but Palo trying to lift, and now Johnson doing a little bit better job. Head is up. Can Johnson elevate and finish this takedown? Palo, though, still locked. Now Palo in better position. They're going to stalemate this. 53 seconds to go.
And that's exactly what you need to do there in that position by Palo, right? Go over the top. Use your knee on the back of their head. Shove that down, because that's what Johnson needs. That's what you need in that position, is to be able to come up and elevate. So great job on Palo by that.
Two-on-one for Johnson, but Palo, good position now. Head on inside the knee. There's that crotch lift again. Palo, 2 more on the board. 7-2. There's a gut. 9-2.
Great transition, and you know you can catch people sleeping there sometimes, right? If they're not prepared, or if maybe they're a little upset at the takedown that they gave up, and that's why it's so important to go immediately to that transition, because you never know, what your opponent's doing or what they're thinking, or if you can catch them sleeping.
Fantastic transition, and in a match that was 3-2 at the break, it's been all Palo in the second. 6 points in this second period. Shot, Johnson, head inside, but we've seen this story before. It's been Palo with the crotch lock. We'll see if she adds 2 more points to her tally or settles for the stalemate. Short time left in this match, and it's going to be Ella Palo maintaining that #1 ranking, 2 straight wins against Janiyah Johnson, and really impressive second period there from Ella Palo.
Absolutely, and the way she was putting attacks together was high-level stuff, right? And Johnson
And
needed to come up on those little
#1
singles,
at
right? If you know that someone's able to really bring you down, punch down on you like that, you got to be able to come up right away and know that.
3, you know what? That #1 ranking, it doesn't guarantee you anything.
It does not. It does not. Rankings don't guarantee you anything. Seedings don't, and that's why we're doing what we're doing right now. We're wrestling.
125-pounders underway in the red. Emma Bacon, arm drag attempt there, redrag from Kaylee Graber. Graber in the black. And Bacon now trying to work from short offense. They're going to whistle that dead, come back to their feet. Good action. Shot, Kaylee Graber. She's to the single leg, trying to advance up the knee. And Graber, oh, nice adjustment there by Bacon. Now Graber cuts across. Bacon still defending with this whizzer. Great action so far, no points yet. Bacon settles in, or excuse me, Graber settles in. She's gonna get the takedown.
Great job on the adjustment on that single there as she's working for this leg lace.
Kaylee Graber, senior, Northfield, Minnesota. And she's got an ankle lace. She's looking for the turn. And Good defense there by Bacon. And you see the big knee brace on the left leg of Bacon. That didn't prevent her from defending a pretty tight leg lace. Emma Bacon was on the U17 World Team this year. She takes a look at the official. Didn't like the head tap, but Graber takes the opportunity to get in on a shot. Now trying to come out the back door. Back hook in the leg, trying to elevate. Now Bacon elevates, and Bacon crossface, looking to score. Graber still has that leg back hooked. Could she elevate and potentially look for an exposure? Interesting position here. Graber trying to finish out the back door. Bacon looks for the ankle. Graber in good position to finish. 2 offered and confirmed. It's 4-0, Kaylee Graber.
Great work with her positioning, with her pressure, working an arm bar right now. We've seen a couple of these already tonight.
Arm bar on the right, the wrist on the left. Not going to be able to get the turn. And great open to this match by Kaylee Graber. She's coming up in weight. And Emma Bacon, this will be her last match at 125. She's going to be moving up to 130 after this. Graber trying to take her #1 spot on the way out. And hard hand fight. Level change there from Graber. Bacon was holding on to the wrist the whole time, though. Well, maybe a little dump attempt there from Graber. She got herself underneath. We'll see what Bacon has from short offense. Now Graber to the leg. Bacon forcing her, and Bacon going to look to put Graber to her back.
Yeah, she did a really good job there, controlling wrists, not giving up the takedown, not even letting it on her legs. And now she's set up in a position to score at least 2, it looks like.
So far, no
Working
points.
hard for this pin. Maybe try to get your 2 before they bring it up.
There's going to be the
They will.
takedown, and now we'll see if Bacon able to adjust, settle in on the position. And now Bacon, oh, she's locking under both arms. Graber trying to defend. 15 seconds to go. Tell you what, the shoulder flexibility in women's wrestling is a totally different factor than it is in men's wrestling.
Absolutely, absolutely, and in all areas, but especially shoulders, and we've seen that a lot tonight in these positions of these girls, and just also grit, heart, not wanting, willing to risk a shoulder maybe for the sake of a #1 spot.
No doubt. There's a shot. Graber, Bacon defends, and they're going to head to the break. 4-2 first period. Really good action so far, Reese.
Absolutely. I like the adjustments Emma made, staying on the wrist, not letting it on those shots. Great stuff there. And, yeah, I like the match so far.
Emma Bacon made a move in the offseason from Wyoming Seminary over to Bishop McCourt, other side of the state there in Pennsylvania. And she spoke in the interview yesterday about that move. It's been a good one for her.
I really like Graber's stance. I like how low she's able to stay to the mat, and she's pretty lengthy too for the weight class, and that's going to come in very key here if she keeps the lead with short time.
Head inside single there, attempt from Graber. Bacon defends, and Graber's attacks, the last couple have not been quite as crisp as the first few. And
absolutely. Definitely hasn't gone in as deep, that's for sure.
it may be an adjustment that Bacon's made, and it may be Graber needing to be a little more patient, but now Bacon looking to defend this shot, and we've seen Bacon score from this position before. Graber holding on to the elbow. Action comes back up to the feet. You gotta love how much Graber wants to be in on the leg, but at times maybe could be a little more selective.
Absolutely, but when you're confident in that position that you're at least not going to give up any points even if you don't get it, you can take more risk, you can take more attempts.
Head inside single. Graber going head wheel finish. Looks like she may get this one. She's close to it, and there she goes. 6-2. Graber maybe looking for the Turk underneath. She's close to it. She has the Turk. Now can she elevate this crossface? Looking for a turn. 2 more. Kaylee Graber trying to settle in for the fall, or at the very least, just stay here right out the match. 2 minutes to go. That's a lot of time for Bacon to fight.
Yep, and she could choose if she wanted to let Emma get back to her stomach and try to get another 2 points, or she can really just sit here and wait. They're not going to bring it up from this position.
Curious to see if Graber going to pull that foot out. And there's another 2, like you suggested.
Yep.
Let her get back belly down, now 2 more, and I wonder if we'll see Graber bring that foot up to the head. And she's gonna go back, and looks like Bacon's corner gonna challenge, but Graber still working. Now more of a butcher position. Now cradle, she's got the far side cradle locked up. She's gonna come off to the side, and Bacon defending with that ankle. Now Bacon gonna try to hold her, and Graber's close. Bacon gonna try to hold Graber on her back. 2 for Bacon. This position is wild, and we know we got a challenge Brick coming.
I'm going to guess they're challenging that Emma didn't actually fully recover back onto her stomach. You do have to do that in order to get a new 2 points, so I'm going to guess that that's what the challenge is.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think that McCourt corner is saying that's not a defensible position. She didn't get back into a defensible position. I think that's the terminology they use, and it makes sense, right? You don't want to just throw up points if the opponent didn't have a chance to get back. What do you think? Did you think that looked defensible from your angle?
It's hard because you have her chest and her stomach down on the mat. We're going to get a look at it, but her hips are still completely turned, right? So it's going to be a rough call. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they kept the call the same. See right here, she's in a defensible position just because her legs aren't free. I guess that was the second one where she did fully get back to her stomach.
And there's that cradle. And these officials are going to review really that entire sequence. So we can see, we can see any of these things get overturned. I kind of tend to think this whole entire scoring sequence is going to be upheld.
I think too. I don't know if there is enough to switch it the other way, especially with how close of a call it was in the first place.
Man, this has been nothing but action. Unreal wrestling from both these women. And this is the first time these two have wrestled.
Yeah, it's just been adjustment after adjustment, Graber came out, had a really nice couple attacks, got in deep, and then Bacon made the adjustments, didn't allow her to get in as deep, and it's just been, they've been continuing to climb, and make adjustments off of each other. And that's what you want to see, and that's, next level.
All right, we're going to get our review in, and they're going to announce this on the microphone in just a second. All right, so challenge is going to be lost, which will put another point on the board for Kaylee Graber. That's going to make this 11-4. 52 seconds left in the match.
It did give Emma a chance to reset, recover, and figure out a game plan. And there's an inside trip. Beautiful. Great job by Graber. Got to her belly, didn't give up the 4 points.
Yeah, now Bacon looking for a turn. She's got a gut wrench locked, and you spoke to it. New life in that break. Inside trip off the whistle. Shot Graber. Bacon now head pinch position. She's going to try to come around behind or work for an exposure. Graber now looks for the shot. Bacon defending. She's grabbing that leg underneath.
Graber doesn't need to take these shots, but she's actually taking out a lot of the time here. She's just shooting, hanging onto that elbow, and milking out lots of period of the clock.
And there's a shot again by Graber. She's going to finish on a leg, and she may get the takedown. Another exposure there. 13-6, and she's not done. Kaylee Graber wants another exposure, going to run out of time. She's fired up. Kaylee Graber, a few big claps into the camera, and why not? 13-6. Number 2 knocks off number 1 in an awesome match.
And she put a stamp on it, right? Not stop wrestling. She got a shot again, finished it strong, almost was going for another turn, like she wasn't done yet. So really put a stamp on taking that number 1 spot.
No doubt. What's Delgado got to do to get this one back?
Yeah, control early on. Let pressure forward, right? Jacqueline's really good at that, as you just saw, but she needs to take control early on here.
Action underway in the red. Jacqueline Bouzakis in the black. Haley Delgado and Bouzakis trying to get around behind. Delgado doing a good job. 2 hands on the wrist, slowing things down. Ooh, little wrist snap movement there from Bouzakis. Good adjustment to get on top. She takes the 2-0 lead. Just 15 seconds into this one, and now looking for a turn. She's really good at this turn underneath. She's going to get that exposure. We've seen Bouzakis work that move for a couple years now, and she threatens leg lace when she can't get it. Pulls that toe up.
Just like you said, yeah.
Man, Bouzakis up 8-0.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I've ever seen this move hit that effectively. She's clearly been working on this for the past few years.
It's hard to keep it tight after the first time you do it.
As you saw, she made the adjustment, she let it go the first time, and then she got 2 rolls in a row the second time.
Delgado holding that foot. Her corner telling her to breathe, and Buzakis a takedown away, and there's a shot. Delgado, Buzakis holding on to that wrist, and Delgado now 2-on-1. If you're Delgado, you gotta win a position here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just difficult. Buzakis is like the meaning of dragging them into deep waters, quite literally dragging.
No doubt, and Buzakis working from short offense. Delgado locked onto that tricep. They're going to come back to their feet. And Jacqueline Buzakis, the 2-time U17 world bronze medalist, looking every bit the part here. Shot Delgado. Buzakis looking for the go behind. So good with wrist control. Shot now Delgado, and Delgado able to slow things down a little bit in the last 45 seconds. Now Buzakis with the elbow trap. She's looking for 1, maybe 2. 2 offered and confirmed, and that's going to be it. 10-0, 85 seconds into the match. Jacqueline Buzakis was ready to go, and she got it done. Beats Haley Delgado for the 2nd straight year.
Superiority victory, Jacqueline Buzakis.
Just it's really difficult to handle that much pressure when someone's on and with the
Action underway, 145 pounds in the red. Violet Leisure in the black. Eve Scraky getting things going with a hard hand
really
fight.
good at this. She pressures forward a lot and early. She likes to get to that underhook, so we're going to see how Eve handles that pressure early on and if she can use it for her advantage.
Mentioned Scraky, hometown wrestler. All the wrestlers warming up for this event are wrestling at Big Game Wrestling Club. That's Eve Scraky's hometown club. Pretty cool to have this opportunity on this big stage, but tough opponent in Violet Leisure. Scraky, though, taking ground, and somebody looks like they're going to go in a headlock. It's going to be 4 points for Leisure. Leisure trying to settle in with this headlock. Scraky defending. A lot of time, fall offered and confirmed in just 45 seconds. It's Violet Leisure getting it done, and incredible wrestling in that position from Violet Leisure.
Yeah, I mean, it's 50-50 until it's not, right? You know, you're wrestling and battling in that position, and Leisure was able to come out on top and finish the match.
Valiant preps Morgan Lucio. And here we go. Action underway. 135 pounds. Taina Fernandez in the red. Morgan Lucio in the black. Fernandez has won the last couple meetings between these two, but Lucio trains in an incredibly deep Valiant prep room. You got Kayla Miracle in there, Everest Liecker, who we're going to see next, and Helen Maroulis. Doesn't get much better than that.
No, and it's hard not to get better just having them in the room, right? You feed off that. And Morgan's doing exactly what she needs to do in this first period, setting the tone, taking ground, creating pressure.
Shot Fernandez, head inside single, and she released that 2-on-1. Shot opposite side, now coming between the legs. She gets the takedown, 2-0 lead. She's got really good parterre offense. Fernandez looking for this lace. And she's close to it. She's close to it. Nothing yet. Lucio defending well, and now Fernandez adjusts. She's going to get it to go. Man, Fernandez is tough here. 8-0 lead, Taina Fernandez.
She did a great job with that forward pressure. You see how the bend in Morgan's back. That shows you how much forward pressure was in it. She's in on another nice outside single, cuts it back beautifully, head into chest, and that's going to do it. And still the #1 ranked wrestler,
Taina Fernandez gets her 3rd straight Who's Number One victory in just over a minute. 10-0 for Taina Fernandez. She's a 2-time U17 world champion. She's now a 3-time Who's Number One winner, and she showed why. This is a wrestler who has her eyes set on the Olympic trials in LA 2028. And you know what? She's got good reason to think she can do it. We saw 4 high school wrestlers this year in in Final X. 3 of them made the senior world team. 20 pounds coming at you. This is the one we've been talking about, waiting for. It's been the talk of Who's Number One for a month. Action underway in the red. Everest Liecker taking on Epinesa Elison in the black, and Elison takes a shot. Liecker tries to collect that short offense, and Liecker looking to come around behind. Elison, good job controlling that elbow. Action comes back up to the feet. Liecker trying to work her out of bounds. This looks grounded to me, and they're going to go off the mat, no points.
Liecker immediately went to those wrist controls as we expected. Elison needs to clear those to get to that outside single, which she can.
Wrist fight is going to be important throughout this match, and both these girls know it. Hard snap there from Elison, looking for a shot, but there's that wrist control you talked about. Didn't allow Elison to get to the leg, and now Elison attacking that hip. Elison trying to work her way through, 2 red offer. Now Elison traps her 2-2, the call, and now there's going to be 1 on the reversal, 3-2 lead, Everest Liecker.
The wrist control she has is just so hard to wrestle against, right? Because, one, it's creating her offense and stopping her opponent's offense. It's very, very effective.
It reminds me of, on the men's side of things, Seth Gross, somebody that just really shuts you down and makes you second-guess your offense, because controlling that wrist shuts a lot of things down. You see Liecker controlling the fingers on both hands, but she's got all 4. That's okay. It's once you start isolating them that they're going to get concerned.
And technique aside, it's just really frustrating, right?
Yes.
It frustrates your opponent.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. Now Liecker to the underhook. She's got Elison's head pulled underneath, and now Liecker looking short offense. Liecker with a definite length advantage here. Elison trying to control this elbow and look for a dump, and now Liecker coming around. There's a look at Liedecker's corner, her father coaching on the right side of your screen.
Couple gritty positions early on. Elison smart, you know, if you get yourself in that position, you're not able to get to the leg, keeping it to a stalemate. That's a win.
Shot Elison, and there's that wrist control for Liecker. Elison trying to build up. Now Liecker drops the wrist to go to the ankle. She's trying to come around and score here. Elison blocking. You can tell Elison comfortable underneath, defending Liedecker's short offense attempts, and Liecker still trying to work around for this finish. 35 seconds to go. We've been down here for a while. Liecker getting a little close, but Elison, really great job attacking, just blocking off.
Just keeping control of that elbow, keeping control of the elbow, and circling. It's like, it's a game down there.
Short time left, and these two familiar, they've never wrestled in a match, but they have trained together over the years, and you can see that familiarity. Now Liecker pulls her down into short offense. She's gonna look to go around behind again. 10 seconds to go, and I think we're out of bounds, grounded.
They might go.
Attention. So no caution yet, but they're warning Elison, you can't just back out of bounds even if you're grounded. By the way, I don't think we've mentioned yet, Everest Liecker looking to become the first woman in Who's Number One history to win for 4 straight years. It'd be historic, but she's doing it about the hardest way possible.
Yeah, I mean, talk about consistency, right? One, to even hold your ranking, hold your spot for all these years, to be able to have the event, you know, no down years, no down matches, right, or upsets, right? So consistency has been huge, and we've seen that all throughout her career so far, and that's what's gotten her to even be able to have last year compete at Final X, consistency.
No doubt. Busy summers for both these young women. Everest Liecker, a U20 world champion. Epinesa Elison, a U17 world silver medalist, and they're back underway in the second period. 3-2. Nice shot. Elison in deep on an attack. Any point would give her the lead on criteria. She cuts it back. She gets the takedown. Elison takes a 4-2 lead. 4-3 lead, and looking for this leg lace.
Oh,
Elison
backed out.
Maybe gets the exposure. We're close. They're going to go out of bounds. 2 offered and 2 confirmed. It's now a 6-3 lead. Epinesa Elison.
So Liecker tried to maybe get some points of her own, but gave up 2 more with that.
Liecker unconventional. She'll try those things. They'll work sometimes. Don't know that she needed that one.
Absolutely.
Nice drag. Everest Liecker looking to go around behind. Elison blocking off. Now Liecker goes around behind, gets the go behind the other direction. 6-5. Elison still holds the lead, but now just by a point. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Liecker working her way up and gonna look to expose. Elison collects that ankle. Can Elison work for an exposure? She's close. Liecker keeps that chest down, 2 offered. White paddled. I think white paddle's the right call there, Reese. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. No exposure, no loss of full control. 100% the right call there. And you know, shows some of Liedecker's experience. She came out right away. She was down. She didn't wait for there to be 30 seconds left to start her sprint. She started early, and she's going to keep going until she takes that lead back.
Liecker was smart to get that ankle at the last minute. Elison was working for that exposure. Now Liecker trying to work her way around behind. Gets to the leg. She still has that wrist in there. Now Elison frees that wrist. She's into a whizzer position. Liecker going to work for at least a second. Oh, no, she's got a cradle locked. She's close to a takedown. Elison defending, and now there's a takedown. Liecker back in the lead. It's 7-6. Great action on the edge. Minute 35 to go. We knew this was going to be the headliner. We knew it was going to be incredible. It's been even better than we could have expected. 13 points, still 90 seconds to go. Everest Liecker leads Epinesa Elison.
Yeah, but Elison took a second there to gather her thoughts, catch her breath, which is what you need to do. You know, you just gave up 2 takedowns pretty much back to back. Catch your breath, reset, and tell yourself what you're going to do to go get that lead back. That's what you have to do in those positions.
And Elison's got the confidence knowing she's already taken Liecker down in this match. She can do it again. Liecker moving forward, has the advantage. Doesn't have to take a risk. There's Elison in deep on a shot. Liecker, good job getting the hips back. Now Liecker attacking that near foot. Liecker looking to come around behind. Maybe try to lock up a cradle. We saw her get close to it earlier. Liecker circling. Elison blocking. No points yet. They're going to come back up to their feet. Liecker elevates. Elison reaches underneath. No points yet. Liecker looking for the cradle. Can she get some exposure here? Liecker trying to come around behind. 35 seconds to go. There's 2 points on the cradle. It's confirmed. 9-6. An exposure here would extend the lead. Elison defending. She's reaching back across the waist and no points on the exposure.
Is a huge takedown right there because now it's a two-score situation, right? At first it was either a push out or a takedown, and now she needs 2 scores. So huge takedown there for Liecker.
Here comes Elison. Short time left in this one. Snap attempt. She's looking for an opening. Elison shoots. Liecker sprawls. Elison's got the head outside. Can she build up from here? Elison, not much time to work. Liecker in a sprawl position. Incredible match. Liecker takes it 4-time. Who's Number 1 winner? The first woman to do it in the history of Who's Number 1.
Absolutely, and we're going to keep seeing more of her on stages like this. She's definitely the future of USA Wrestling.
Nothing but respect between Liecker and Elison. Saw them share and embrace at the end of the